Hey there, it's Beth. A while back, I made a video because I was in one of the Facebook group books I belonged to. I was told that what I had done was wrong, and I find it kind of well. I mean, when someone tells you you did it wrong, anyways, you're like, that kind of like, no, I didn't. And I stepped back and I took a thought, checked in with my ethics, and then, no, didn't do anything wrong as far as I'm concerned. And what I had done, I had this weird neighbor when I lived in the Avenues. And she may not have been weird. I don't know. She wouldn't talk to me. It was a very bizarre situation. And I talked it over with friends and they thought it was very bizarre too. Because when you walk up onto the porch and someone's like standing on the porch that you're walking up to, and you say hello, usually you say hi back, even if you hate them, or you think they're insane or weird or whatever she thought I was. I have no idea because the woman never said a word to me. She did talk to my downstairs neighbor because she flooded 3 times. But that's not really the point. The point is that for whatever reason she had animosity against me and would not talk to me. So it's not like I could say, hey, girl, why do you not like me? It was just weird, and it felt best not to, I was friendly, I'd say hi, but for the most part, whatever. Her problem, not mine. Not going to worry about it until my apartment started feeling not right. It's like her energy started seeping over, her dislike of me, I don't know, or all the above. She had some funky energy, and I didn't want it in my apartment. And so I did the whole cleansing ritual, sealed it all up, and I went to the dollar store and I bought a bunch of mirrors. And I hung them up like in my closets, because I had 2 closets that faced her house, that her part of it was also a house that was turned into a triplex. So I faced her, so her energy just go right back to her. And this person told me that was wrong. And personally, I don't think it is. It's well within my ethics. I did not bind, I did not harm, I just let her keep her energy, and I didn't want it. But the person told me I should send her light and love. That's how I should have responded to this. And I started thinking about this. She did like me. I don't know why. She didn't talk to me. She wouldn't engage with me. And I really feel that, if you're gonna go practice this kind of light, love, harm none thing, that sometimes sending light and love to someone can be a form of harm. You are, in a way, in a nice way, invading their energy of someone who obviously did not want anything to do with me. And, you gotta watch for that things. Things get, magic and energy work gets tricky, because if someone, especially someone, not someone who's in extreme duress, doesn't want your energy, you're kind of fucking with them if you send them that energy. Sending her light and love would have been like an attack almost, I think, for her, with how she felt about me, and really bouncing her energy back to her was the kindest, most benign thing I could do. It's like, here's yours, you keep it, I don't want it. As opposed to invading, it's like her stuff creeping over to my side. It's like then my stuff is being sent, not even just creeping, sent to her side. Which, if she's sensitive enough, she's going to feel. Because I'm not sure she thought, my spiritual path, if she knew, I have no idea, because the woman won't talk to me. I've speculated over the years, and it remains a huge old puzzle to me. But the point is, if someone's that adverse to you and you're sending them energy, is that really ethical? Because they don't want it. In a way, if they're energy workers, they could reject it and send it back to you. But when something is that unwanted and you give it to someone, that they haven't asked for it, you, in a way, start to cross a line. And it's a fine line, and it's, not you're even trying to hurt them. It's just you it's a form of invasion in a way, is how I see it. Yeah, weird situation. I've never had anything that weird. Even the Karen on the bus who didn't want to detach his hands from my... This is what happens when you go through initiation processes. It's like, you become like this glowing sign of weirdness to happen. He knew what he was doing. He knew what I was. And yeah, I didn't engage with his energy either. I didn't send him anything. I didn't let his shit in. And he was fucking with me. And that would be kind of similar like me sending her light and love. It's like, it can be construed as an attack if it's unwanted by someone that much. So, it's like sometimes the most benign thing is to just let them keep their own and not give them anything, even if it is light and love. Yeah, weird random musings on magical ethics, energetical ethics. Yeah. Because, weird stuff sometimes. So before you do send stuff to people who may not want what you're sending them, in the case of, you have weird neighbor who stuff is seeping over to you, think twice before you send energy at them. Because, it's like even light and love at times can be an attack, at least construed an attack. And, really who's receiving the energy is the one that's interpreting the energy. And if they're interpreting that energy as an attack, then, it becomes an attack, whether you meant it that way or not. It's much like, close friends I'll pull cards for, something like that, if I want to check up on them. But, you're better off really just asking them personally. It's like reading cards for someone who has not given you permission to engage with their energy. It's kind of that same thing. You're not really harming, but you're not really helping. So watch what you're doing. Really take a look at how you use your energy, and if it is or is not an attack. Sometimes you might not be attacking, but it is construed that way. And remember, it's I really do see it in some way, especially if you mean it to be benign and helpful, that if the person receiving that benign helpfulness does not perceive it that way, then it becomes negative. Okay. Bye, everyone. Have a great day.